What's up guys, this is Ronnie. Welcome back to tutorial 21. So after a long time I'm actually recording one video on WhatsApp automation because I did not actually past a few months I didn't find anything relevant to work with WhatsApp automation because whatever I actually explain or uploaded or created is enough. I think I created till tutorial 20, but I thought now this is the right time to do something new and something relevant. So right now like second wave or third wave of COVID-19 is hitting India very badly, and because of that government is actually planning to like distribute the vaccination vaccination throughout the states for young age group and as well as the senior age group. But the problem is that to get the vaccine appointment date, whether someone has to go to the nearest health center or someone has to ask someone, because there is no such concrete tool or application available. Right now it is available, but initially it was not available. But um, to to go outside of your house, then standing in the queue and then waiting for long hours is not very good at this moment actually, because every state are imposing partial or full lockdown. So that is why recently they actually published or made the Cowin API available for public use. The API name is Cowin API. So this is basically the data for which someone can track the real-time vaccination slot or availability for any state or any pin code or any city, right? For example, if someone is from India and he definitely know what is Arogya Setu app, and in the Arogya Setu app there is an option called vaccination, and from there you can check the status. But to use Arogya Setu app, you have to first go there, you have to put some OTP, then you have to put some pin code and other things, and this is very difficult sometimes. So government is actually helping or maybe not helping, like giving some options so that everyone should be getting benefited from the Digital India initiative. So I try to create a simple WhatsApp bot, and using this thing you can track the vaccine availability information like according to your location or pin code, and try to share the same application with your code, because not only I'm just going to teach you how to do that, and as well as I'll be also going to make this bot up and running and live for next 4-5 months. Hopefully by then everything will be normal, so you guys can use it and can share the same information to your family, friends, relative, whoever. Okay, so I actually just now plan to do it. So if you see here, I did not complete the PPT as well. How to use Cowin API to check vaccine appointment dates. That is fine because our logic is not there. So what is API endpoint? So I think this slide is not at all required anymore, but yeah, this is the API. For example, let me show you guys. For example, you want to check this one, okay, like whether vaccination is possible or not. So let me just try out something, and here probably I'll put something and then execute. And if you see here, I got some date, and API endpoint is this one. That is the more useful API endpoint. So let me use it and I will get some data over here. See, I got some data. So I'll try to parse this thing, and I'll try to get this response back from WhatsApp. So I'll let you know guys how to do that. For example, let's do one thing. Let's put where is our PPT? Let me put this thing here so it will be easier. And also I will try to put this API endpoint here, because I don't need to go here. So now this is the bot I already created. So let me put something, let's say 16, and let's say 15052021. So you have to enter your pin code and then date separated by a comma, then you will get the information. Okay, see, I send the thing. So actually I created the bot, and after that I actually stopped. That is why the execution is not happening. So if you do something like this, you will get some response actually. So that is the objective. like on the given date and the given pin code, you will get the information. So that is what I'm trying to do. But let's see. So let's try to write the code now. Okay, so this is the most important part. Okay, so I'll be going to use 2-3 different things. For example, I'll be going to use Twilio, I'll be going to use ngrok, I'll be going to use MongoDB, and definitely I'll be going to use Python and their libraries. Okay, so this is going to be very interesting tutorial. Okay, and hopefully there will be many errors and debugging will going to happen, because this is going to be huge. Because hopefully there will be 4 or 5 not 4 or 5, probably 2-3 different like modules or utility I'll be going to write. So let's see. Okay, so first thing, I'll going to write this main.py, because here actually I'll be going to what do you say, like write my main code actually. Okay, so let's start this thing first. Okay, so let me import all the necessary libraries. So it will start from I'll be going to read from some CSV file. So import CSV. Why CSV? Because I'll be going to connect to my MongoDB, so that is why I'll be going to use CSV. MongoDB. To connect with MongoDB, you definitely don't need CSV file. In the CSV file, actually I put my user ID and password to connect with MongoDB, so that is why I need this thing. Okay, so next thing, from by Mongo import import Mongo. Where is Mongo client? Import Mongo client. Then from Flask import Flask. Okay, next thing will be, I'm just thinking what else is required. Yeah, definitely we need Twilio, we need JSON, we need IO, and we need report lab, and also we need some response. Okay, let's see. From what happened? Sometime I do this thing. So it should be from twilio.yml. Okay, then messaging response, import messaging response. Okay, then import JSON. Okay, then import, I think for connecting with MongoDB we need to use URL lib actually. Okay, we need URL lib definitely, and some other things we required, so we'll gradually use it. Okay, so first thing first, we need to use one CSV file. So if I'm not wrong, there is a credential file I created. I am not going to open this file because it has my credentials, so rather than I'll just paste it over here. Okay, and what I'll do, I can show you guys from here actually. Just hold on. Actually, let me, where is my other browser? Yeah, here. So let me open this thing, my MongoDB Atlas. Maybe I need to open. Let me open my Google. Okay, so this is going to be MongoDB Atlas. Okay, and let me, where is the login actually? I don't know. I generally log in, but it is not showing over here, so this is strange. Yes, yeah, login, I got it. So why I'm doing this thing, just to keep track of like who is actually using what, so that is why I'm just doing it, nothing else. So what is this, I believe this. What happened? Yeah, I logged in. So I'm not going to explain what is Twilio and other thing, cause I believe all of you guys are following the tutorial, so for them it will be easy, and this collection and other thing is also discussed. So I'll be going to skip all this thing, cause or else the actual time for the coding will like be much more higher than I expect actually. Okay, so I have created one database collection inside, and I'm actually using this thing. So whoever is actually using this bot, they will be actually come over here. Okay, so this is something like that. Okay, so let's start writing the code now. So first thing, just hold on, I think I need to change my place, cause there is too much noise. Just give me a minute. This should be okay now, not much noise. Yep. Okay, then let me open my Eclipse. Okay, then let me start writing the code. Okay, so it should be first I have to open this CSV file, so it should be with io dot, or maybe I can write with open, and I can write create dot txt as f1, something like this. Then I can write data row equals to csv dot csv reader is not coming. Yes, it came over here. Then it should be f1, then delimiter equals to comma, right? And now I'll be going to use the user ID password though, so it should be for row in data row, then user underscore ID is going to be row 0, and password is going to be row 1. So my user ID password part is done. So next I'll be going to connect with MongoDB. So that is also a very interesting thing. So let me create a object of Mongo client. So think this one, and my complete thing will be inside this thing. So to connect this thing, I have to check over here how to access. Okay, database access. Okay, not here, actually here. Then connect, then I have to your application, then I have to select Python, then maybe 3.6 or later, and then I have to copy this thing. Okay, so I believe this is the thing I have to do. So let me just put this thing over here first. So this is the user ID. User ID will be kind of let me tell you. So until here it will be a like this, then it will be string concatenation, and here also this is going to be a string concatenation, and here it will be something like this, then this plus, and then password will be parsed. So user ID is going to come from here actually. So let me copy and change this thing. Done. Then password actually going to be changed, so plus, and then I can put something like this. This is done. Now I have to change this password. Okay, so it should be URL lib dot, I think I need to parse the password, so it should be parse it should be parse dot code. Okay, and inside that I have to write pwd. That's it. I believe our connection is established. Then I need to check my collection actually. So my db is going to be client. Okay, should be whatsapp underscore db, and collection is going to be same thing, so db then whatsapp db, right? Just now I showed you guys. So I'm actually using the same collection and db for last 7-8 months, so hopefully I don't need to explain again. And after that, what I'll do, I'll just put to comment over here to check whether my code is working or not. Okay, if everything is working, it means our MongoDB connection is fine. No such file create.txt, cause I gave comma, it should be dot, so it happens. Okay, terminated means it is working fine, so good. So first part is done, connection has been established. Next thing, we'll be going to start our Flask application. Okay, so maybe I can write app equals to Flask, and inside that I'll put some name actually. Okay, like this. Okay, then I'll be going to put app dot route. Okay, so I'm actually decorate this, sorry, not decoratize it's decorate this function like the below function, but which is not I have written. So I can write something SMS or reply, whatever. Okay, and for methods is going to be get and post, right? And in below I'll be going to write my actual entry point function. Okay, and that is going to be, let's say, def reply. Okay, so whenever this function is going to be called, and this is going to hit this URL, and this URL is actually going to call our the Twilio console. Okay, so that's it. So then let's start writing the actual code. Okay, so first I need to get the number of the user. So this is going to come from this Flask request. That is what I forgot, request. So it should be request dot form dot get, request dot form dot get, and inside it should be from, it means my number. Okay, and then I'll be going to replace the number. So number is going to be, cause number will come with something like WhatsApp and other thing. Okay, so I can show you guys. Let's do that actually. Hopefully it will be very interesting to many of you. Okay, and then probably I can write if, where is I'm going to write if, I don't know if I am written somewhere. Okay, good that I have written here. So it should be if underscore underscore name underscore underscore equals to colon underscore underscore main underscore underscore, and then this, then app dot run, and after that port equals to 5000. So let's run this thing, and after that I'll be going to send one message. So that time my bot is going to hit me, like not going to hit me anything because I didn't put anything reply. So in the console it will print my number. So this, so now what I'll do, I will just what is here, just wait, hold on. So let me put hi. So actually my Twilio console, my ngrok URL and everything has been configured. Okay, that I'll show you. So this time in this console I will get the actual response, something invalid or something like that, but don't worry about that, that will be taken care. Now just focus on how I am getting the number. So I put hi, and see here I got my number. Okay, this is my number. Okay, so now let's change the let's replace the number. So num dot replace. Okay, and here I'll be going to write the replace code. So this is going to be I'll be going to replace this part completely. Okay, with nothing, that's it. Then I'll be going to get the message text actually. Okay, message text will be going to request dot get dot form, then it should be from body. Okay, like this. Okay, now if you remember, as I told you guys that user has to enter the pin code and the date separated by a comma. So I need to check that whether user has entered valid or not invalid. Like if user has entered like normal sentence, there is no comma, so immediately it should return invalid input. So I'll be going to check that now. Okay, from here, so if comma in msg underscore text. Okay, so then I'll go inside. Okay, then I'll be going to get the pin, and I'm going to get the date. So basically it will be separated by split up by the comma, like comma. So msg text dot split comma, and pin code will be the first element and date will be the second element, so 0 and 1. Okay, so like this, and after that it should be 1. Okay, so I got my pin code and date, everything is there. Now now I need to do something like to check whether this user has already sent some message or not. The same logic I'm applying, like last year same time I did a same bot to get the coronavirus status, like whether which country is impacted or infected by how many numbers, dashboard or other thing. I created the same bot. If you guys are interested, can go ahead and watch the same playlist for tutorial number 5 or 6, something like that. It is last year same time. Okay, so logic I'm not going to explain same thing because I'm hoping I'm actually teaching all of you guys since last 1 year, and hopefully I got someone new but who already familiar with this thing, cause the playlist is already in public forum like YouTube. So then my collection is here. So from there actually I'll be going to find the number collection dot find underscore one, right? So this is going to find one number, and this is going to be something like, okay, number colon num, okay, right? And then I will be going to check the status. So if that number is not there, I'll definitely get a like not found error. So that is why I just put something try catch, so that my code execution should not stop. Okay, so I'm just creating a variable over here, status, and it should be x, then status. Okay, I'll explain in few minutes what I'm actually doing over here. Okay, so next thing will be this is done, this is done, this is done. So I believe next thing will be if there is exception, just pass it, nothing else, because I need to do the execution. Okay, and once this is done, it should start checking this thing again from here. So if means if there is a status found, okay, bool of like bool of x actually, okay, so it means that there is no entry for this number. So then I'll be going to display something else, and or else I'll be going to display something else. Okay, so for that actually I'm doing this thing. So if bool of x means this entry is available or not, equals to I believe false. Okay, then I'll be going to put something like in the collection in my database actually, collection dot insert underscore one, because if I am going to send this message again, I will not get the welcome message. That is why I'm just doing it. But if someone new for the first time sending the message to the bot, he will definitely should get a welcome message. So that is why I'm just doing this thing, nothing else. Okay, and should be number equals to num, and then status. Now you will be able to understand why I did that. So nothing is there means the status, this is status. Okay, and this is going to be first, means the user came as a as kind of as a new user. Okay, so that is why. Okay, that's it. Then I can write something msg equals to messaging response, so something like that. And after that, let's say response equals to msg dot message, and I can write something, but it's a very long string I have to write. So let me write this thing. Hello, this is T2. T2 means total technology. T2 T2 developed T2 from total technology. Let me developed by Ronnie to get COVID vaccine availability related information please follow the below. Okay, enter your pin code and date separated by comma. For example, if your pin code is 11:45 and date you want for 15th May 2021, then your input should be should be 11,045, then 15:05:2021. I believe I explained this thing, and once this is done, you have to just send this message. Actually, that's it. Okay, nothing else. Then return MSG, right? Return str MSG. So what it will go and check, it will, if a new message came, then new message comes, then it will go and check whether this message is actually available in the MongoDB database or not. If not found, then it will go check the status for the user as a first, and after that it will send the welcome message. Okay, so let's execute this thing. I'll definitely get an error because this code is already running on some ports. I have to first close, terminate everything, and after that I have to do it. It is running on 5000 ports. So now question is, let me go here. Okay, so if you go to my collection, go to WhatsApp DB, and let me search for my number. I believe this is my number, and if you see, the status is first. So let me remove this one, and after that I will try. Okay, it's deleted. Now let's try. Okay, so let me write hi. Let's see. I got some error, so I have to fix those error first. Request object no attribute get. So I did something mistake. Request dot okay, here actually I did a mistake. If you see here, see, it should be request dot form dot get. I just wrote complete reverse actually. Let's write. Okay, let's try again with hi. Again something, the view function did not valid response. The view function did not valid response. The either return non-ended. Okay, why this is happening, I don't know. Okay, if okay actually I haven't written this else part actually, so that is why it is coming, because whatever I give the input which is not having comma, so that is why it is not going to this block. So that is why it is happening. So for that maybe I can I'm just thinking how to handle this thing. If this or that, if okay, there will be something called, maybe I can write just thinking Else maybe, yes, I need to write the same logic again actually. So this is if this is not required actually, so rather than number I can keep this thing here. If it is here then it is going outside, so I'll be actually going to see whether this is coming here or not. Okay, then I can write something like that. Okay, you entered invalid input because it is looking for comma separated value, so that is why. Invalid input. Okay, so let's see, hopefully this time I will get some response, and this print is fine. Okay, so terminate, something like that, yes, done. And let's see, let's write hi. Okay, see, invalid input to get. Now what I'll do, I'll just try to put this thing and see what is happening. Yes, so something weird over here, but whatever I'm trying to do, it is fine, because I am from the very first input I'm actually trying to check this thing, but which should not be the case, because the first input should not be something like this. But again, this is fine, like if you say hi or hello anything, and after that if you put something like this, and that time only we'll be able to understand what is actually this bot is actually expecting, right? Okay, but there is ample scope of modification, because while I develop this thing, that time I just keep this thing like, or maybe it was completely like went out of mind actually, but maybe in the next tutorial I can fix this thing, but logic you guys understand. But this initial thing, like for the first user it should not like check this thing, for next time it should check this thing. But yeah, it's fine. There will be like 3-4 lines of some if or else code, and after that it will work. So now our initial thing is done. So now what will happen, this should go and check for what do you see, the thing like the data actually. Okay, so to get the data I need to call some method, and in that method we'll check all this thing. Okay, to get the method, maybe I can write something if where is that part, I'm just thinking, else if this is else, then if. Okay, I believe we need to start from here, else. Okay, if status equals to definitely it should be first. So let me put something like this thing, like first, something like this. Then it should call a function or method. So that is data, and let me write get underscore data, and this is going to be called by pen and date. Okay, okay, okay. Data is actually going to come over here, and after that maybe we can do something. But for that method I'll be going to create one more Python file over here. So let me write over here, let's say fetch data dot py. Okay, so hopefully let me wait. So this is going to be very simple. So import requests, then import JSON, that's it. Okay, I have copied the header over here, I believe. Yes, let me copy this thing, and this is the header, and the URL is going to this. Okay, so maybe I can remove this thing. Okay, so this is my URL. Okay, so let's start writing the code now. Okay, just keep this thing, this URL code. Initially I have shown you guys how to get this thing. Okay, so now we'll be going to write down the code, but for doing that I can show you guys actually how to do that. Let's say data equals to request dot get, and after that if you put this URL and headers equals to headers, let's run this thing. So it is terminated, so you can check print data dot text, and you will get the complete response here. See, I got the complete response. Okay, the center. So I have noted everything in my notepad, so I know how to parse this thing, so I'll explain you guys, okay, from there actually. So what I'll do now, let me just write the function now. Def get data, again it should be pin and data, then maybe r can write request URL. So what I'll do, let me copy the whole thing over here, like this. So I will copy everything until here, and after that I can do something not here till this point, and after that this. Okay, and it should be done, and here it should be pin, and this should be date, right? So date, and no, it should not date, it should be date. Okay, it is here, right? So done. So our data has been here. Now I need to do some parsing. So data is going to be r dot JSON. I need to JSONify the data. This is string actually, I need to JSONify, and after that maybe I can check. I'll be going to check for the invalid input, because if someone enters invalid pin code, it will return something invalid. So r dot text, and here I'll be going to check with some if and else. If, and I believe it will be invalid pin code. So guys, I actually read the documentation, so that is why I know all this thing. So if you guys spend some time, you guys will be able to understand, but just to spend lesser time for the coding, so that you guys should not get bored, I am doing this actually. so it should be capital, so it should return something invalid pin code. So if invalid pin code is there, it is going to do something like this, or else it is going to return the data. Okay, so else, so maybe if you see here the centers are going to data, and inside that I'll be going to write this thing. Okay, okay. Now next thing, I'll be going to check whether sometimes you will get no centers, right? This is also happens. So I need to check the length actually. If length of centers greater than 0, then only I'll go in the loop. Okay, and that time let's say data underscore all equals to something like this, then I'll be going to do something looping. So for center in centers, I'll take one variable for session something in the sessions, so it should be sessions equals to center dot sessions. Okay, and now I'll go for another loop from here. So this is actually going to give me the actual appointment, session in sessions. Okay, and I'll be going to append everything over here, data underscore all dot append. Okay, right, and let's say I'll be going to ISS. Okay, and let's say center underscore name equals to center name I saw somewhere. Where is that? Yes, I think this is, I saw even center address as well. Name, yeah, address is also there. Okay, so similarly I need name, I need address, I need availability, and I need what do you say, the slot. So I can copy this whole thing again here, and this should be something address, and after that I need the availability, so it should be session something availability. I saw where it is, yeah, available capacity, center name, center address. So center name is this, center address is a center address, so this should be availability equals to what happened, available capacity. Okay, then this, then date equals to date. So I believe everything is done. I don't think so. What is this actually? I don't know. Yes, so yeah, this done. My data is ready. Now I can play around with this. So everything is done. Then in here at the end here, actually I need to return this. Return it should be data underscore all. Okay, else so it should be no center. Okay, so this is done. Hopefully, let me build this thing. Yeah, I didn't get any error. So now I need to do everything from here. So I need to import that. So it should be from fetch data import import. Okay, so it is done. So I'm here actually, right? So let's see. Let's see how to end this thing now. Okay, so so if I get invalid input, what is going to happen? So first I need to do that. So why this is not getting resolved? It is okay, I understood now. Okay, so let me just create a variable msg equals to messaging response. Okay, now I need to check whether I get there are three things actually. See, no center, invalid pin code, and actual. So first I need to handle this invalid pin code and no center. So I will handle that first. Okay, so here let's see if data equals to something like invalid pin code, then what is going to happen? Okay, so we'll see now. So if invalid pin code is there, then it should enter that please enter valid pin code. That's it. msg dot message please enter valid pin code, and then I'll just going to return this thing. That's it. Then there will be else if or maybe I can just simply copy this thing here and just write something like this, and here I can put, or let's say no center. So it should be no center found for your given input. Okay, then I can write something like please enter with some nearest pin code, or sometime later, something like that. Okay, please try again later, or else try to find with nearest pin code. Okay, That's it, done. And the else if means actually everything is fine, right? So that is the main thing here. So maybe I can do something like that. The data which I just now received, maybe I can write maybe parsed data equals to json dot dumps, cause I got like dictionary, so I need to get the string, right? So I'll be going to put data, and the dictionary data has something like braces. I need to replace all this thing. So for this thing, maybe I can write parse underscore data. Where is data? Data equals to parse underscore data dot replace, and there I'll be going to do some replace. So if I get this thing, I should replace with nothing. Okay, like it will be replaced with a blank. That's it. Then I'll be going to replace this with nothing as well. Okay. Then comma will be replaced by new line, right? So all this sort of thing I'll be going to do. Actually this is a this is the last item, so probably I can do something just to separate everything. Okay, so this is also going to be nothing, and the other, cause this is a list, actually I return actually list like this. Okay. I'm just thinking what else I can do. This is done, this is done. Do I need comma to new line? Yes, I need comma to new line, definitely. Comma, I need new line. Okay, then resp is equal to msg dot message. I'll be just going to add this parse data, and then I'll return this thing. That's it, simple. Okay, so let's run this thing. So here is some problem. Data, okay, 3 equals, here also already in use, so I need to stop it first, and after that maybe, yes, it's running. So let's try with something invalid. So maybe I can try, and then 15 05 2021. What happened? Why I didn't get any response? I didn't get any response actually. So this is here, this is here. So ideally this should return something. Okay. Okay, let's see. I don't know why I didn't get any response. Okay, so there is some problem with the logic, like in the MongoDB side, so we need to fix that actually, because this is not this is t2. Okay, whenever it is finding anything invalid, it is actually returning this one. Okay. This is not going here actually, so that is the case. So we'll fix this thing now, guys. Okay. So guys, the problem is here actually. While doing the thing, I did a mistake. So it should be m, not n number. So now if I execute this thing, this should work. Okay, so let's try with something invalid first. Let's say something happening over here. NEST, I don't know from where actually this is coming. Okay. Invalid pin code. What is the problem here? It actually hit to the right thing, but steer message. What is saying this? Self attribute steer object has no attribute nest. What is that? Should hit here, but return steer message. MSG is here, this F. Okay, then this is this MSG response is this. Okay, fine, but why this is behaving like this, I don't know. So we fixed one error. Now the second error came. This is strange. Let's see actually. Okay, invalid input. Then if it is there, please enter correct encode. Yes, there should not be any error. Let me check this thing again. Okay, let's try with this. Okay, attribute error. What is attribute error? Nest. Need to find that problem. I did a very silly mistake. So this is a method actually. What do you say? Like this is the object of this messaging response class. If you see here. Okay, so I forgot to give this braces, so that is why all the problems are happening. So now if I do this thing, and after that let me give something invalid, let's say 1000, something like that, then 15052021, and it's saying invalid input. Okay, so now invalid pin code. Now let's say we'll give something invalid without comma. So it should return invalid input. Yes, invalid input. So now we'll try to do it with something valid. Okay, I know this will be valid, so that is why I'm just giving this thing. Yeah, I'm getting some error over here. So what is saying? The key error name. So what is saying? Sessions dot key error name address. Okay, so it says that there is no such thing called name actually. So this is actually strange. Session dot name I don't know. mm, Definitely there should be one name. I Let me open this thing. Maybe here I can call this thing copy and check whether there is something called name. Yes, name is there, but I don't know why this is not coming. Yes, it is here actually. Yes, this is here actually, but I don't know. What is the problem? Need to understand that actually. Not a big deal. Yeah, name is here. We did the, where is my code? We did the correct thing in fetch data actually. Send a name, send a session in session data. Okay. Okay, I did a mistake actually. So this is going to be center, not session. So this is going to be this center, and this is also going to be this center. Yes, right. And the this is from the session actually. So yes, this is right. Yes. See, there are so many things which we actually, for which we did so many mistakes, right? So next thing, let's run this thing. Okay, main, let's run main. Yes, let's copy this thing. I got some error. No error, but nothing happened actually. Okay, this is strange. I should get some response actually. Okay, so in that case, hopefully print parts data. Let's check what data is coming actually, then we'll be able to understand what is happening. Okay, so one thing I did not tell you guys actually at the beginning, there is a limitation on Twilio API for WhatsApp messaging. If your message response count is greater than 160 character, it will not be able to send. Then that time you have to use some sort of media file. For example, you have to use some sort of PDF file. So you have to write your response back to your file, and after that you can send the attachment. So I believe for my pin code probably the count is maybe more than 1600 character, so that is why it is happening. I'm not sure, maybe. Yes, I got the response. Yes, 1 2 3 4. Yeah, that should be the case, maybe. Yeah, so let me try with something else. Let me try with yes, let's try with this thing. Yeah, hopefully I got this thing. Okay, so if the character limit is greater than 1600, that time Twilio API is not able to send this response. Okay, so maybe we can do something other logic to make this bot more intelligent. So now the next part is that our bot is working fine, but if the response count is greater than 1600, it is not able to parse that thing. Not parse, it is not able to send that thing. So for that we'll be going to do in the next step. Okay, so for the timing, I'm just going to pause the video and I'll be come back after maybe 15 minutes. But don't worry guys, for you it will be not a problem because I'll be going to pause the video. So now what I'll do, if the character count of this message is greater than 1600, I'll try to read everything back in a PDF file, and after that I will try to send. Okay, so we'll see you in a bit. So guys, now we will try to fix the other problem for which like we are not getting the response. Like for example, if the character count is more than 1600, then you will not get any response from Twilio. For that, what you have to do, you have to write your response back to a PDF file, or after that you can do it. So for example, we can do something like here. So we'll create one additional loop actually. Okay, so for example, if length of data, so 1600 character means let's say 20 means how 20. So this is one list item, this is one list item. Actually this data is list. So if I actually calculated this thing, that is why I know 1600 means 20 items. So if it is less than 20, then we are good to go with this approach actually. Okay, so let me just shift right. But if it is greater than 20, that time it will not work actually. Okay, so then what you have to do, we have to create something else. Okay, means the PDF formation and other thing. So let me create one more response object, one, and it will be msg dot message. Sorry. Please find the PDF for more information. Okay, so now we'll do the PDF processing. Sorry guys, I got cold actually. Okay, so then we'll call one method. The method is not written, so maybe I will write, and there I will use num and this data. Okay, and after that, let's say I will add this thing to some URL, something ABC, I don't know, we'll fix this later. And after that we are going to return this string input. So return str message, done. So now our main job is to write down the PDF. Okay, so we'll do that now. So what I'll do, so let me create one PDF file over here, report underscore PDF. Okay, now I'll write import let's say date time, then from report lab dot PDF gen import canvas, then from report lab dot platy what happened Why platypus is report lab? Okay, I just did a mistake. Import. We need so many things over here. We read table, we need table style, we need frame, everything. We need table, we need table style, we need frame. What else we need? We need paragraph, we need spacer. Let's say we need paragraph, we need paragraph, and we need spacer. Okay, then probably we need a sample style sheet and we need colors. Okay, so from report lab dot lib dot units import centimeter. Then here from what happened, why this is showing, okay, no error. From report lab dot lib import I think colors, and the last maybe some style. From report lab dot lib dot I think styles, yes, styles, get sample style sheet. Yes, all libraries are done. So now we'll write def gen underscore pdf, the method, sorry, the function or method, whatever you can call. So it should be num and data. Okay, so let me write something return. Okay, that's it. Maybe it's done. So now what I'll do, I'll go to the main function here. From report pdf import gen pdf. So I believe that error will gone now. Yes, now I'll try to write this one now. Okay, how to generate the pdf. So data is a list, we know, and it can have multiple number of entries. Try to understand my point. For example, your list item can have 200 entries, and in your PDF page maximum you can put 20, 25 or 30 entries. So if you do not like put some sort of pagination logic in your PDF generation, your complete report will fail. So for pagination, I'll not be going to explain how to do that. For example, for that actually we have a very good playlist for report lab PDF generation. You can search in our YouTube channel. For that everything is explained. I'll be going to just refer to that tutorial. Not refer, I'll be going to use the same sort of code or logic to get the thing done. Okay, so first thing, let me create a PDF file object. So it should be canvas dot canvas, and the file name is going to be num means the phone number of the user, then it is going to be .pdf. That's it. Okay, then we'll use some sort of flowable object. And that is going to be blank. Okay, so it should be flow underscore obj, like this. What happened? Like this. And now we'll be going to create the PDF translation within the page. Okay, so it should be centimeter. Centimeter. That's it, done. So the initial part is done. Now I'll be going to do the logic. Okay, first I need to count how many rows are there. So for that, let me create a variable count equals to length of this data actually. Okay, right? So now what will happen, or maybe I can name it to data row, that is more significant to understand. Okay, so I got the count. So now I want to give like that, you have to decide how many entries you want to put in your page. Let's say I want in my page there should be let's say 10 entries. Okay, 10 or 12 entries. So how many page will be there? So it should be count divided by 10. So this is the count. Let's say you will be going to have 30 entries, 30 rows from your data row, and you want in your page 10 entries. So how many page will be there? That you will get from this operation. So that is going to help me to do the pagination. So there will be 3 pages, right? So now I will put something count underscore new. So last year same time I did this tutorial, so that time I explain what I'm doing. Just to do some sort of pagination, I actually did this thing, and I'll be going to create one more variable with 0. Okay, now I'll start the actual looping. While this is going to be like, let's say I'm just thinking here actually I missed something. There is a variable called a, and that is going to be to do that, yes, count slash num, and I need this to be in integer. Okay, and after that I want x plus a should be always less than count. X is 0, a means every time it is going to be added by that many elements. Okay, so for example in your first page I have 0 to 3, and next page it will start from 3. So that is why I'm just doing it here. Okay, then we'll get the new values of x. X equals to x plus a. Okay, so this is very complex logic, you guys have to understand. And then count underscore new dot append is going to get what it is going to get. It is going to get the new x value. Okay, right, now I'll be going to create the frame over here. Okay, frame 1 equals to, this is flowable like platypus frame. So I want it to start from 10, from downwards, from top it is 40, and then from width wise it should be 360, and height wise it is 280, and I want show boundary equals to 1, means I want to show the boundary. That's it. So now styles, I'll be going to put some style, and it is going to be get sample style sheet, right? This is normal, and now I'll be going to put some sort of text. Okay, text is going to be something like this. Okay, and I want this to be paragraph, sorry, in bold. So this is going to be something like this. Okay, so this is the vaccine slot tracking report. So guys, what will happen over here, in the first page I'll be going to do some sort of additional header kind of a thing, and there I'll be going to put this information. Okay, so that is why I put this thing. So it should be break, something like this. Then I will put 2 breakpoints, though this is bold and this is break actually. So this is br something, and then this is I don't need comma actually here. Done. Yes, this is done. So I need to append this thing to the flowable object. Before that I have to create a paragraph over here. I don't know why this is showing some problem. It seems everything is fine. I don't know. Bold is here, BR is here. Lexical error and line number 2. BRB. Okay, it should be 3. I put 2. Okay, so now it should be let's say I'll be going to create a paragraph. So it should be paragraph, and in the paragraph in the text object I'll put my text. Okay, and in styles I will put this styles, STYLES, and inside that I will put styles. I believe this is going to be normal actually. So all these things are available in documentation, so you should know all this thing, because last year when I did this tutorial, that time I explained all this thing. Flow underscore obj dot append, and here actually I'll be going to put my t1, right? So my first flowable object is done. Now my job is to put this flowable object into my frame actually, right? So for that actually I need to put some time stamp kind of a thing. So let's say flow object dot append, so then spacer, and there I'll be going to use the spacer for 6x6 spacer, means I'll be going to use some space. Okay, so this is done, and after that I'll be going to put one more text over here, and this time some date time zone, data generated at, and then I'll be going to concatenate with some sort of string. So let me just wait, this is done, and after that it should be str, then datetime dot datetime dot now. So datetime I already put, then datetime now. That's it. So this is done. Then again I have to create one more paragraph, t2. Let's say, so this is the same thing I have to do over here. Maybe I can text2, text1, text1, t2. So my next paragraph is also done. Then I'll be going to append this thing actually, t2, right? So both things are actually done. Now I have to add this thing to the frame. So I have a frame 1, then add from list, draw list and canvas. Draw list is going to be my flowable object, and my canvas is my PDF. So this PDF means this one. So this is done. Okay, so my first page has been done. Okay, so that's it. Now I'll go to the next page actually. So that is why I'll use pdf.show page. pdf.show page. So this will go to the next page. Okay, now I will start actual processing of the data. Okay, so that is going to be this count new actually be going to use for that actually over here. Okay, so just wait, let me drink some water. Okay, so let's start writing the code for that part as well. So let's take a variable for j in range, and inside that will be a length of count new. Okay, that's it. So if that is the case, then I'll be going to use another frame. So this is a new frame actually, and let's say where is the frame? Yes, look, let me just copy this thing. I'll change the values. Let's say 1040, let's say 560, and let's say that will be 780. Yes, a bit bigger. That's it. Then I'll do something. If j equals to length of count new minus 1, then this is going to means go to the next level actually. Okay, so let me create one variable for the header actually. So this is going to be let's say center underscore, this is going to be center name, center address, like this. Okay, then aval avail, and last one will be my date. Okay, done. So this is done. So let's go to the next part. Okay, so now I am here. Now let's start one new loop. So it should be for row in data row, and then I'll be going to do use some sort of list slicing over here. So this is going to be count new and sorry, from here till end. Okay, like this. Sorry. Okay, so I have to now append the data. So data 1 is here. So data 1 dot append so it should be center, session, everything, like whatever we did in the last stage, we'll be going to do the same thing here as well. Okay, So this is already a list, so that is why I had to put only one what do you say like only one, this, yes, this, and now this should work. So row, then I'll be put row, then center name, right? So it should be center underscore name. Okay, then okay, then it should be center address. Okay, then it should be available vaccine. Like this is coming from this thing, whatever you put over here, I mean here. Okay, center, this is center address, this is okay, this is availability. Okay, this is going to be availability, and last one is actually date. Sorry for that, and last one will be date. Okay, that's it. Our data is ready actually. Yes, so now I'll be going to put everything in a table actually. So for putting table everything, I have to come back to here. I'll be going to create a table object, and this is going to be table. Then I'll be going to put my data one, then column widths and row heights. So call widths are going to be kind of a list actually, so it should be 100, then 250, then 80, then 50. Okay, and now I'll be going to use row heights. So let me use some sort of list comprehension, so maybe 25 for I in range. It will be now length of data 1. Like data 1 means how many rows are columns are there in data 1, that will be same. Okay, so now I'll be going to like put some sort of table style. So create a style object, and then I'll put table style. Okay, so first like this. Okay, and everything will be inside this thing, and now I'll be going to put everything of mine. Okay, so first let me put some sort of grid actually. So grid is going to start from 0 0, then -1 -1, means everything. And I want grid width should be 2, and the color of the grid would be red. Colors dot red. Okay, so comma. Then the next thing, I definitely need a background color, so let me copy this thing. So it should be background, and this should not be this, and background color should be, let me YOLO put this thing, and this is also -1 -1 -0 -1 to 0, cause for the first thing I want something else actually. Light blue, for header actually I want light blue, so that is why. First one. Okay, only header is going to be yellow and remaining things will be blue, light blue. Okay, that's it. Then I need size of the font, and I need align, so maybe 2 more. So it should be size. For size we don't need this font size 00 -1 -1 I need something called, let's say 6, and I want colors yellow, means font. And last one I want align, so maybe I can write align, and it is also left align I want. So let me change everything over here, and maybe I can write something left, and then yes, that's it. Style is done, everything is done. Now I have to append everything to my flowable object. So this is done actually, so I'm just thinking this is done. Now I have to put this thing into my table style. Table dot set table style will be TS, and then maybe I need to append something in the flowable object, flow underscore obj dot append, and there probably I can put the same spacer, or maybe I can use the same thing over here, just copy and paste. I need some space. So maybe I can use, let's say 8, and then flow underscore obj dot okay table. So our first table append is done. Now I have to put this thing to my frame. Where is my frame? This is my frame actually. Yes, okay, fine. Frame dot add, what is this? Add from list. So here I'll be use flowable object, and it will be PDF. That's it. So this is done, I believe, and then I have to use pdf.showpage so that it should continue. Okay, and this is if, and there will be one else condition. I believe there will be one else condition, and for that else we need to write this thing actually. So this is going to start from else, and there I'll be going to write this thing. Okay, so let me copy this whole thing. So this is for last element actually, for the row, and this is for the other thing. Okay, so it should be j, and there will be one more slice, count underscore new, that should be j plus 1. Okay, I believe remaining everything is fine, not a single thing is required. Once this is done, then probably I have to come back to the thing over here. Finally I have to save the PDF and I have to return with OK. That's it. So hopefully I haven't done any mistake. Yes, terminated. And now I have to put this thing over here. Okay, so file will be saved here with my phone number dot PDF. If you say here, I use it. So I have to do that thing over here. So logic is here. So now file will be saved over here. Okay, so now I'll be going to show you guys something. So this is my ngrok and this is my file server. So I have exposed my local file system to the internet so that I can access, or Twilio can access. So if I go to this URL, I'll be going to show you guys this thing, how this is going to be interesting. See, I can access my things over here. So it should be I believe users, Ronnie, and I don't know what happened. Yes, Ronnie, then probably Eclipse workspace. Yes, and then probably it should be where is my code? Tutorial, trading, testing, report lab, neo4j project. Let me just check. My project name is this one, but that directory is not available yet. So that is very strange. Let me just refresh this thing. This should come over here. Yes, it came. It should take some time. So my file will be available over here. So what you have to do, I have to use it over here, and there plus num and then plus then dot PDF. Done, right? So if I do this thing, my Twilio can access this URL because my home file system is now accessible from internet. Okay, so I believe I haven't done anything wrong. So now we'll test this thing, how to get information in PDF format for some centers where actually the value is greater than 1600 character response count. So let's run this thing, main.py. So it is already in use. Everything is done. So cool. So let's minimize this thing. So let's try. So for example, I believe this one was not getting written. So hopefully this should have many entries. Let's check. I don't know. I didn't get any response yet. That is strange actually. That is very strange. Where is my ngrok? My ngrok plugins are working, but I don't know why I'm not getting any response. Let me try with hi. Okay, not getting any response from here. So just wait, I have to check it here. Everything is fine, but I don't know why I'm not getting any response. Okay, let me terminate. everything and start it from the beginning again. Okay, so let's, so 1 2 3. Okay, actually if you guys can see here, I have no internet actually. That is the main reason for this thing. I don't know why. Okay, my internet is not working because of this actually problem, and if you see here, I got all this thing. Okay, so let's use this thing now. So I got this thing, but it did not generate any PDF. That is the more strange thing. Okay, so for that actually what you have to do, I think I need to print something over here just to check whether it is doing properly or not. So but why this is not generating, that is also strange. Print ABC. Okay, let's run this thing with the same message. Okay, I believe this count 20 is a bit tricky, so I think I have to reduce this thing to, let's say, I believe 15. Okay, then probably I will get something. So the count is the character count is like bigger for 20, so that is why, means I am checking against 20, but maybe for example that is getting 15, and in 15 already it is crossing the limit, so that is why. So yes, now it is something happening. So see over here, it came here. Now something happened, and list object is not callable. I did something wrong here actually. The problem, flow object dot append. So I did a mistake, so it is normal, don't worry. Okay, so I have to use this thing, then I have to stop this thing. But guys, once this thing is done, you guys can extend this thing or customize this thing for your own use. I'll be going to upload the code into my GitHub repository, don't worry. So let's see. So something happened, but haven't got the file yet. Yeah, cool, I got the file. Okay, let's this is the file, let's open. Okay, this is a vaccine slot tracking report. Fine, cool, very good. See, center name, and I believe I can like increase the font a bit. Let's see. I think I can do it. I think 10 will be fine. And then oh, it's still running, but the report looks nice. Where is my WhatsApp? Okay, let's do the copy paste to the same thing. I think I got something. Yes, I got. Yes, I believe this is the report. No, I believe this is the old report. Yeah, this is the old report. Let me go to my downloads actually. That will have everything. Yes, date modified today. Yeah, this is the latest report. Let's open. Cool, fine. So now you guys understand why it is important to use this logic. Now let's try to do something. Try to do something for this thing. I'm just thinking what to do now next. Nothing is pending actually. We are quite completed. So we are done with everything. So just try to understand the code, understand thoroughly. After that, try to practice, try to write down the code by your own. Guys, it took me maybe 3-4 hours to figuring out how to do all this thing. Like in the morning when I was trying, I was getting no response. Then I reached out to Twilio, and after that they actually told me that but none of the documentation says that that your response should be less than 1600. There is no point of doing that. I don't know why such a logic they have. And also they have another logic or something from the security purpose. For example, you are doing something very complex, and that takes actually less more than 15 seconds, you will not get response. So your response should be completed within 15 seconds. So those things you should take care. So after that, I trying to figure out how to do this. Then I came to know that if I write something back in the PDF or any documentation, then they will allow. And while doing that, I also came to know that they only allow PDF, not text or CSV. So that is why I had to create another utility. If it is a CSV, then it's a two lines of code. But if it is going to be PDF, then you have to take care of the pagination. That is why it took time. But it is good. Right now our full utility is available. Whenever you are going to do some work, if you have your CSV or any list or dictionary ready now, then you can only use this report generation part to do everything, right? So that's it, guys. Hope you guys like the tutorial, like the video, and try to use this tutorial. Like not tutorial, try to use this bot. Ask your friend or family members to use it. Try to like utilize everything. If you want, you can also develop something similar, like front-end based or mobile application based. Definitely this will help the society. Okay, so I'll be expecting some sort of feedback, eager to get some. So please let me know, and just try to do some practice, and hopefully I'll be coming back with some other exciting tutorials or topics next week as well. Okay, so that's it, guys. That's it for today. We'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care, goodbye, and have a nice day.